Senhoras e senhores, sejam
So
bem-vindos
welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level.
And the shots! Elects to cross. Chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Camisa 7.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Neymar making good progress. Just the keeper in his... and he shoots! It's been shipped out wide. Played into space. That's good vision. He's made sure that's not getting through. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
And Messi! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Coop. No joy this time. Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. Spread neatly. Messi has the space to scheme. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Hazard. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that is masterful defending. Coop. And it's Musiala. McAllister. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Musiala.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Nistelrooy. Vieira. Well timed, excellent interception. Coop. That's destined for the flank. Ambitious ball here. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. That has not gone well. And it's Seedorf. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Otto. Tries to play it through. Hazard! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control. Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, delightful ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Hernandez. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now there's a probing ball. Always onto this. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now it's Musiala. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And he's lifted it over. Hazard. And this is Neymar. Mateus. Oh, he's bust chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gattuso looking for a runner.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that's well seen too. Hernandez. And that is the end of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 42. Camisa 10.
So, into the second half.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
He looked
8.
rushed. He should have waited for some
Camisa
movement.
17.
Neuer punts it upfield. Otto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Milan with another chance from a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Mateus with the short one. Plays it across. Bullish header! And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Aos 5 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Tries to pass it through. And this is Hazard. He has found a way through. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gattuso. Alexander-Arnold. The ball has bounced loose now. Defending was strong and firm. Now, can they get him away?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Messi. Now that is having a shot!
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nice looking ball. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. McAllister. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh no, this does not look good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's run loose here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bragantino clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pitches it off him, looking for options for movement. Serginho receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Hazard has been withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
It's a searching pass. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 11.
Time for a change in personnel.
Camisa 7. Camisa 14. Deixando o campo para a
Oh, well
entrada
played,
de
well sorted out.
Camisa
And
22.
it's Neymar.
Camisa
Gonna be disappointed with
21.
that.
Camisa
Threads one
19.
in. Vieira. Yamal. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, right place, right time. And he can thump it away.
Substituição no time do Milan. Camisa 11. Neymar. Vai ser substituído
He's
pelo
had a fair tumble
jogador.
under that challenge.
Camisa 18.
Messi. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi makes a dash for it. It's played through for him. And Bono. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Driving on and making good progress. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And the shot! He's put it wide.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de
4 extra
acréscimo.
minutes added on. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? He's put his foot right through that one. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Drills one. Big goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a San Siro.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one.
And that gets things running.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. Went Seedorf. That's a shade optimistic. Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Rui Costa, there he goes, motoring forward. Messi.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Played it again. Chance! Couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
This is Rui Costa. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Hullet.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
McAllister. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges? He's having a pop! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Can they get him away? Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good climb! No, not the best of headers. Pull it. It's run loose here. Now he's running away. Shapes to shoot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now that looks a decent ball, and that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
It's Rui Costa! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! And it's a goal! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Numero 6, Luis Suarez.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Vieira. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Rui Costa. And the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Rui Costa really shows some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Jordi Alba picks it up out. There's the shot! And that's a tiny finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Bullet. Looking to play him in. Nedved. Looking for options for movement. He's a sharp little ball here. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ibrahimovic had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Suarez is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Lam has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Diaz on a strong run here. Shot, surely! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Nedved is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Played into space. Knocks it into space. McAllister is always looking to break lines. And here's Nedved. A heavy challenge. Nesta. And it's Vieira. He's being urged to take the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts.
Vieira! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Howson. That has been slung wide. And it's Hullet. McAllister looking to add to his goal. Nedved. Now it's Hazard. That's a throw. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Dani Olmo coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter. But this will make a nice change.
McAllister. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Rui Costa. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And they've got a throw. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Cafu. And this is Nedved. Now the cross. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Tunisia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he's had it nicked away. Rui Costa looking to receive it in space. Hazard.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
The cutback. Nicely aimed pass. McAllister. He expected better, and so did he. This looks promising. Now the ball in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
The most accurate pass. Ball's gone out of play.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, Hazard. Numero 15, numero 9, Ibrahimovic. Lasciano il campo per il
it's
numero
Olmo.
80,
Danny
Ronaldinho,
Olmo,
il numero
entering down the
22,
left.
il numero
Can he
20,
get it through?
Villa.
And that is headed for the middle.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a San Siro.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasts...
Front-footed pressing going on here. Pull it. Scholes. Pull it. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Played out to the left flank. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pelé. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked it up out wide. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pull it. Brilliantly cut out. Last-ditch defending, but great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're on him in a flash. And this is Bullet, delivered with swing. That's going to go a long way. That's really well manoeuvred. Vieira wins the duel this time. Now he's off and running. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Mateus. And the shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 22esimo minuto.
That was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pressing high and with purpose, pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cruyff.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Threads one in. Approaching the half-hour mark. And they're back on the ball again. That'll be a throw. Vieira. Well, that is one way to stop him. Haaland, very much a man of this moment. Now that's well seen too. Messi. And it's Davids. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up. Otto.
Seedorf. He's found a way through. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Chance for a shot! And it's in! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Played into space. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Cruyff. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Albert Ferrer. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he... Oh, shooting chance! And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hullet cuts it out. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So the action resumes. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Scholes. And here's Cruyff. And that's gone loose. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Davids. Turns back here, probably the best option. Beckenbauer can see things others simply cannot. Pele. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He has a look up. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's got away. Pele. Look at the space here. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that's fabulous. Plays it in low. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Pele. That's Dembele. This ended up in no man's land. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he was quick to react. Scholes tries to play it through. Pele. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Numero 17.
Messi!
Numero 14.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Numero
Well, I
44.
thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to
Lascia
judge the
il
flight of the
campo
ball
il
and
numero
deal with it
13.
well.
Il numero 7.
Lam powering forward here.
Il numero
Can he
15.
get on the end of this?
Il numero 21.
And it's hoisted clear. Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mateus. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Decent chance! He lifts the roof!
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Numero 7.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10, Messi.
The manager can make a
Numero
change
19,
for the first time in the game
numero
here.
20, numero
So the
9.
lead now, Gattuso is the guilty party there. Yellow or red, it is red.
Il numero 22,
Milan are down to 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And it's Bellingham. Very nicely done. Now, can he find a finish? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's not got that quite right. Knocks it into space. Rosicki gets into a good position. Real chance! Oh, good finish. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11, Neymar.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That's a shade optimistic.
Cagliari really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tries one from range! Oh, wow, that's crazy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, that has changed the... It's Hazard! They're going to be quick to recover this. Pull it. And it's Bellingham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card.
Sostituzione di giocatori.
Well, they are now a nine-man team.
Viene sostituito con il numero 15.
Mateus. Hazard.
Ci saranno 5 minuti.
He's in one-on-one. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bullet! Oh, nearly. Tries to pass it through, and he's intervened well there. Rosicki. There won't be another chance after this one, and he's managed to get free. Hangs in across. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.